Hey everyone, welcome back to Can Jam Cooks. Today we're making an absolutely mouth-watering beef back ribs. If you're a fan of tender, juicy ribs, stick around because this one is the perfect recipe for you. Alright, first things first, you're going to want to prep your meat. I like to wash my meat, but I really don't want to get into the meat debate. We're going to dry the meat and put it on a tray and get it ready for seasoning. For my dry rub, I'll be using the following ingredients: salt, black pepper, paprika, all-purpose seasoning, cayenne pepper powder, brown sugar, onion powder, garlic powder, and mustard powder. This is hands down the easiest recipe you're going to find for making ribs. Next, you want to grab a bowl. We're going to start to layer our ingredients. We're going to start with paprika. We're going to add 3 tablespoons. Next, we're going to go with 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon each of your salt, cayenne, and all-purpose seasoning. Next, add your onion, garlic, and mustard powder. Then combine all the ingredients together. Add 1 teaspoon of black pepper to the mixture. You can use a spoon or a fork to mix the ingredients, but I found that when I was mixing it, it was a little bit clumpy, so I got in there with my hands and mixed it all up, and it resulted in a much smoother consistency. Remember what I said, guys, this is the easiest rib recipe you're gonna find on the net. Next, we're gonna season the meat. Sprinkle your seasoning all over the meat. Then you wanna flip it, sprinkle some more of the seasoning. Once there's enough seasoning to cover the meat, you just wanna rub it in and give it a nice massage to make sure we're getting the seasoning in all the crevices. Once that's done, we're gonna set it aside for about an hour at room temperature, and then we'll light the grill and get the cook going. So when you're thinking about grilling, you always have to consider your cooking methods and exactly what you're cooking. There's 3 different cooking methods that you want to employ when you're grilling. There's the direct method, the indirect, and then there's a combo. With the direct method, you want to be cooking like stuff that you want to sear and cook quick, like shrimp, burgers, and steak. You want to have them directly on your heat source. Your indirect cooking method now is like a larger cut of meat that you're gonna put not over the heat. It's gonna be on the opposite side of the heat, or you can use something to deflect the heat. And then your combo now is where you basically want to sear your meat and then you slow cook it, or you slow cook it and then maybe sauce it and then add a sear afterwards. Today we're going to be using the indirect method, where it's going to be a slow cook opposite the side of the heat. That is it. As I had mentioned before, this is an indirect cooking method. So you can see here I have the meat on one side and the charcoal on the opposite side, except that one little guy over there that didn't want to be friends with the other meats, but he got burnt. So indirect, set it and forget it. I didn't even have to turn the meat. This cooked for 2 hours and 45 minutes and it was perfect and it was juicy and tender. I didn't even flip it. That's how easy this is.